The following episode will contain spoilers. You have been warned.
You're listening to Cinema IRL, the podcast that throws you into the movie and asks the question, what would you do? I'm supposed to be dignified. Amber and Scott decided to be less so after seeing Jackass Best and Last. And now, Cinema IRL.
I wish I could switch places for just one day.
What would you do?
Put yourself in my shoes.
How do we handle this?
What do you do?
Put yourself in my position.
What would you do?
Now it's your turn.
Punch, kick, slap, baseball bat to the balls.
That sounds fun.
Yay!
And there you just created a movie. Look at you.
Well, I think they get a little more creative than I do.
They do indeed. All right. If you haven't caught the drift of where we're going yet, we are talking about Jackass Best and Last.
You know what? For their body parts, it's probably good that it's last.
Yeah, these gents have aged, probably 30 years since this franchise first started?
Yeah, let me tell you, the things you can do in your 20s versus the things you can do in your 50s, they are a different set.
They are indeed. And here's the thing. I did not want to go to this film. I had no interest in this film. I have not watched any of the Jackass stuff. I've seen clips of it in the past in other contexts, so I know what it is. And I didn't want to see this. And
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, so we're in Southern California, so we have the B-list movie group out here that's been started and has exploded. And they were able to get Jeff Tremaine to come in and kind of give an intro to everyone, which, mind you, was like basically him coming in and saying, thank you for watching our movie, and then leaving. But I don't know, it was still cool.
Yeah, he was the director?
Yeah, he's director.
Okay, so that said about the film, I was like, okay, well, I'm here. I'll fight the urge to take a nap, and I'm going to pay attention. So when we talk,
I mean, I think it would be hard to take a nap through this movie, like, because whether you liked it or not, you're just like, oh,
yeah,
the whole time
for sure. And
plus, the rest of the theater was laughing their ass off.
I did bring earplugs just because I was prepared. But that said, I did pay attention, and it started off really interesting with Johnny Knoxville showing some of his very first videos. And he is early 20s. Now he's in his at least 50. And he is like, hey, how about if I shoot myself in my chest? And I'm just going to put all these magazines and like a vest, and I'm just going to frickin' shoot myself. And this is where Jackass originated, is from Johnny Knoxville just having some sort of, I don't know, something going on in his brain that would even have these thoughts of, let me actually aim a gun at myself close range, touching my body and shooting it and seeing what happens.
Well, this brings up our first, what would you do?
Okay.
Would you take a gun, turn it on yourself, and fire it into your own chest?
Never.
Under any circumstance.
I don't care what kind of provisions or safety protocols were set up. I would never do that.
Like, literally the only reason I could ever think to do that, which would never work because of the scenario, would be as if I, for some reason, needed to play dead so somebody like with another gun doesn't shoot me or something like that. So I just shoot myself in the chest and they think, oh, okay, that guy's dead. And go from there. Like, but who's going to have a bunch of magazines and a bulletproof vest and everything on? Yeah. No, don't do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say, regardless of what we would do, which is going to be pretty consistent, I think here, don't do any of this. None of it.
Yeah, all the Jackass films come with warnings all over them. Do not try this. Do not do this. And of course, that same warning applies here. All the things that we're mentioning. This is not something that you should ever do. This is not anything people should do for entertainment or for fun or whatnot. And the fact that this group of people have been able to make a career out of doing stupid and dangerous things, and somehow nobody's gotten killed is an absolute miracle.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to let your buddy come up and just kick you in the balls for some reason, one, you might want to seek therapy because I think you need it. But two, okay. I mean, but these guys don't just smack in the balls. Like,
No.
dear God, the thing with the out or the porta potty
That's
and
what.
the bungee
Yes,
cables.
that's the one I was going to bring up next.
Oh God.
So for those who haven't seen this, and it was a lot of clips from either shows or prior movies, and there was some new stuff peppered in, but you might have seen this in the past if you are a Jackass fan, where they take a porta potty, they somehow hook it up to this bungee cord that shoots it up into the air, and it's still attached, and then it goes down, and then it goes up, and it just bounces up and down with this bungee cord, and it's not up and down by like 20 feet. How high would you say that one, Scott?
I mean, 100 feet.
Yeah. So,
I would guess.
and here's the sick part.
Yeah, 10 stories in the air. That sounds about
It was
right.
insane. Here's the messed up part. It wasn't a porta potty. It was a porta potty preloaded with potty.
With potty.
Preloaded with potty. So when gravity does its thing, all of the stuff that was collected in that porta potty starts splashing around.
I suppose it's possible that they subbed out real shit for fake shit.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, I don't think they do either. They're like, why spend money on props when we can make our own props?
Yeah, and I think that would take, like, if they ever got busted saying, "Oh, their stuff isn't real," I don't think they would ever take that risk. I think their whole thing is yeah, this is disgusting and you're going to do it. Ha ha ha. Because that's what Johnny Knoxville does, is he assigns all of these weird challenges to the people in his crew. In the early days, it was him and Steve-O, and I'm not sure who else, and some of the recurring characters like Wee Man, but now there's a whole new crop of guys that are younger, 20s and 30s, or even 40s, because Johnny and Steve-O have managed to survive, but, they're just not physically capable of all of the demented things that they think of.
Oh, they weren't capable, but they still tried, especially Steve-O, still tried some of them.
Emotional damage.
This was oh goodness. This was a movie. There was parts of it at the beginning that I enjoyed or I was shocked about, and then towards the end it turned out where I was like, yeah, no, this is just too much. So what would you do if you were approached by Johnny Knoxville at any point in this Jackass career? Or let's say at the beginning, "Hey, dude, I've got this idea where we do effed up stuff to ourselves that could send us to the hospital or kill us, and then we film it and then people watch it. Are you in?"
How much? How much am I getting paid?
Not that much.
My answer is, yeah.
But you get internet fame, man. You're going to be coated in potty.
Yeah. No, not happening. Not happening.
Yeah, I don't know the kind of people who would sign up for this. So one of the newer parts that they added into Best and Last was this room where they brought in the newer guys and they introduced them to a snake. "Hey, this is so and so. He's a snake handler. Here is his snake. We're going to do something with a snake. Take a break. Come back into the room and then we'll get started." So they take a break. These newer guys come into the room.
Well, hang on.
Okay.
They're taking a break.
Yeah.
So why don't we take a break here to hear a word from our sponsors?
Overwhelmed by the technical side of podcasting? Duncast makes creating a professional-sounding podcast incredibly simple.
I was terrified of the technical side of podcasting. Duncast made it so simple that I launched my first episode in under 30 minutes.
Just record, and our patent-pending AI tools handle the rest, giving you studio-quality sound at a fraction of the time and cost. We also distribute your show to all major platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so all you have to worry about is being the creator.
If you want it done fast, use Duncast. Visit Duncast.com to start your free, no credit card required trial today.
Looking to make new friends? Consider yourself a frequent moviegoer, or are you looking to be a part of a rapidly growing community of film lovers? Well, look no further. The B-List Movie Club is the club just for you. Join the B-List Movie Club in Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, or Portland, Oregon to find a chapter near you and start making friends at the movies. Joining the club is super easy. Just go to www.blistmovieclub.com and join a club in your area today.
And we are back.
Okay.
So pick it back up here from the break.
Yeah, so they take the break, and then the new guys, and I say new guys, they're newer guys. They're not new guys, but they're not the original crew. So they come into the...
Well, the robot...
Huh?
The robot was...
Well, the robot wasn't in this particular...
Yeah,
I don't want to say skit. These are not skits, and they're not challenges. They are death matches of some sort. So the guys come into the room, and they're about ready to get started, and Johnny and the rest of the crew shuts the door, locks them in, shuts off the light. And as far as these guys know, they have been locked in the room with this snake. Was it a boa? I don't recall. Do you recall, Scott?
It was some form of a rattlesnake.
Yeah, it was a big, long, scary snake.
It might have been defanged or depoisoned or something. I don't know.
No.
I mean, but they wouldn't have told us that.
Yeah. I mean, as far as these guys knew, this was a snake that could kill you if it bit you. So now they are trapped in this room, or so they think, with a snake. But the snake has been removed, and Johnny and the rest of his buddies are in the room doing little things to touch the guys or touch their neck or wrap something around their legs. So they are freaked out, thinking that they are being tormented and chased down by a snake.
Oh, yeah. And Johnny and them had night vision goggles, so they could see. But otherwise, it was a completely dark room. You could see nothing.
Yeah. And you think that if you get bitten, you're going to die. They have set this up so clearly that how dangerous the snake is, and all you know is you're in the dark with the snake. So what would you do if you were any of those guys?
Okay, so for one, yeah, that's going to be scary.
A little bit.
Well, but here's the thing I would say, okay? As bad as some of these things are, I do feel like they do take enough safety precautions so that, like, you shouldn't be in a situation where your life is truly, truly at risk. So there's part of me that would just be like, okay, Johnny's effing with me. But in the same respect, I would hear that snake and I'd hear things touching me, and I would still freak the hell out.
Yeah, these guys didn't know where was safe to run at all. So for what would you do if that happened to me? I would, number one, I would get on the highest thing I could. Now, of course, that doesn't matter to a snake, but I would still get off of the ground. What about you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, figure out some higher surface and get to it. I don't care if it's a couch, a table, whatever.
I think I'd also...
Whatever's not...
Go ahead.
Well, here's the other thing, too, that I might consider.
Yeah.
I actually might consider getting into a corner and just sitting there. Because here's the thing. A snake is not going to just attack you for no reason. Like, they really generally want nothing to do with you. So he's not going to slither over to you and then strike. So if you just get in the corner, maybe just like in a fetal position, you don't make any noise, you don't move, you don't do anything, the snake should not screw with you.
That's where I was going. Is I was thinking I would get up on high ground and I would curl myself into as much of a ball as I could, because if you're on the ground, you run the risk of accidentally stepping on that snake. And if you do and get bitten, then,
Oh yeah, then you're
Yeah. And Johnny and the other guys, they were making it seem, they even did something once to kind of grab someone so they thought they got bitten. But
Oh
I
yeah.
agree. I would try to cause as little movement as possible for sure.
Oh, and then when they finally let them out into another
Well, they
room,
thought they found a way
it
out. They're like, oh, here's a door. And they thought they found
but
a way out of this horrible nightmare. But go ahead.
and there's a ton of pots and pans hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, so they
They're
run.
just running into a bam,
Yeah. Yeah, they think.
and you're already panicked as hell.
Oh, for sure. They think they found
So
their freedom and they run head first into all these pots and pans, which is obviously audibly scary as heck. And then you don't know where you are or what's happening. I can't even imagine having a mind that comes up with this stuff.
yeah, my mind can be a little twisted, but I think it falls short of Jackass twisted.
So, what would you do if you, again, continuing in the dark, open this door, think you found your escape, and then you start running face first into all these pots and pans that are hanging from the ceiling? Do you stop? Do you retreat to go back to where you were? Do you keep going forward, knowing now that you don't know what's ahead of you? It could be worse than the snakes.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard to say because yeah, so obviously you've just run into something that's dangling at head height. So maybe it's not a good idea to be at head height. But here's the other thing: like I could get on my hands and knees and then find myself running into mouse traps or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you just don't know. You don't know what they're going to do. I think at that point I would just be, I take the blind man approach to it and be okay. Okay, you got me with one. Now I'm just going to use my hand. I'm going to put my hand directly out in front of my head and see what it finds, and then just try to get far enough into the door that I don't know. You just have to try not to panic. And listen, I know this is way easier said than done, but I mean, it's what you got to try to do. I don't know. I mean, Johnny's made a career out of effing with you.
Yeah. A
So,
very
so
successful
you
career. So, a lot of people love this stuff.
so you just have to assume that he's effing with you.
Yeah. One of the other clips that they showed in the film, which was an oldie but a goodie, is they had Brad Pitt as a guest, and they said,
Oh
"Hey,
God.
Brad, go hang out at Pink's Donuts. Or Pink's Hot Dogs. It's a popular hot dog stand here in Los Angeles. Make sure everyone sees you, and then we're gonna pull up in a van and abduct you in front of all these people." So they just think Brad Pitt got kidnapped. And they gave the cops a heads up beforehand saying, hey, you're going to get some calls today saying Brad Pitt's been kidnapped. That's just us. We're doing something for filming. Disregard this. Which obviously, if you were intending to kidnap Brad Pitt, that'd be a great thing to do. Don't do that. People, do not do that.
Oh yeah, they tell the cops, listen, it's fine. He's not really abducted. All the while, he's bound and gagged on his way to the desert.
So, what would you do if you were any of those people standing in that line and all of a sudden you see Brad Pitt and then you see a bunch of people grab him and throw him in a van and speed away?
I feel like I would do exactly the same thing they did. I would be standing there with my just slack jawed, going, "What the hell did I just witness? What am I witnessing?"
And he
Like
and here's the funny part. Being in Los Angeles, we see things being filmed all the time. We see production
oh yeah,
crews and whatnot. And if you're in LA, your first thought might be different than you lived in somewhere else than Los Angeles. Of like, here we think, is that real? Did that really happen? Are there cameras around? Did we wander into a filming area? But yeah, I mean, who thinks that would be a joke? No one goes to, oh, that must be a joke.
I mean, see, that's the thing. Like three of them taking Brad Pitt, you kind of have to assume that those people probably are armed.
Yeah.
So, like, as much as I'd like to be a good Samaritan and help, like, unless I'm armed, in which case this goes south real freaking fast. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to watch. I'm going to try to get a plate. I'm going to do what I can and then call the police.
One guy did
But
a couple of feet of running after the van, a very half-hearted run. But yeah, you're right. You don't know what the situation is, so to interject yourself into it, you don't know.
yeah.
And they're in the
So-
van laughing their heads off, Brad Pitt included.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because obviously he wasn't actually being abducted. He was part of the joke on the Pinkscraft.
Yeah, for sure. What other
So-
of the pranks or tricks, or I don't know what you want to call these messed up things, what other ones stuck out to you?
Oh, I think we've hit enough good ones here at this point.
Don't want to relive the
I-
trauma.
Yeah, I feel like I can confidently say in the question of what would you do, the answer is no. It's just what would you no. would you no. Well, what about no? No. It's not happening. No.
I agree. As soon as the name Johnny Knoxville comes up, I'm out.
We hope you enjoyed our episode. Thank you for listening. And to catch all the new episodes, please subscribe. We release 2 to 3 episodes weekly, so we'll have new content regularly. Until next time.